A requested tutorial on how to cut this stylish blouse. So if this is something you like, please kindly hit on the subscribe button. So to start, first thing you need to do is to mark out your basic measurements. You need your shoulder to bust, your shoulder to under bust measurement, your shoulder to waistline, then your blouse length. After taking your blouse length, measure from your waist to your blouse length. After measuring mine, I have 5 inches from my waist to blouse length, right? So now I'm going to mark my shoulder divided by 2 plus half, and I'll come down by 1 inch. From here, I'll mark a basic measurement of 3 inches for the neckline. I'm using it as a guide, then I'll connect for my shoulder slope. The next step is to find your chest line, which is your bust circumference divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches. Whatever I have, I'll draw out a straight line there. Now, the next step is to place my ruler, and I'll mark my shoulder divided by 2. After marking that, I'll place my ruler and I'll connect. Now, I'm going to go ahead to divide my armhole into 2 equal parts, and I'll mark the midpoint. From this midpoint, I'll come out by ½ inch, place my tape, and I'm going to mark my bust circumference divided by 4. Now, I'm going to connect this all the way to the upper part, and I'll connect this also down to the bust circumference divided by 4. Now, I'll start by marking my nipple to nipple divided by 2, and I'll be marking this all the way to the blouse length. For this pattern, I'll be making use of a straight dart, which is easier to work with. I'll draw a straight line connecting it all the way to my blouse length. So from the midpoint of my armhole, I will connect it to the bust. After connecting it, I'll go ahead to blend it out. Now for my underbust tightening, I'll use ½ inch here. Then on the other side, I'll use 1.5. That is if you have a smaller bust. Let's say your bust is fuller, you use 1 inch here and 2 inches on the other side. So after marking this now, I'll place my ruler and I'll go ahead to connect, drawing out a straight line at both sides. So I'll just go ahead to clean off that double line. Then I'll connect from the bust to the under bust. And after connecting, I'm going to connect at the other side. I'll take a dart intake of ½ inch on both sides of my pattern, which I'm going to blend in into the initial dart. And after blending into the initial dart, I'll go ahead to blend this out because I feel the bust area is a bit pointy. Measure that dart intake ½ inch on both sides, which will give you 1 inch. Take it out by the armhole and reconnect. Now let's insert the body measurement on your pattern, and also go ahead to outline your lines or marks too. At the bust line, I will mark my bust circumference divided by 4, and I will measure this dart intake I have here. Then I will replace, add any sewing allowance of your choice. At the underbust, I will mark the underbust measurement divided by 4. Then after marking that, I'll go ahead to also measure the dart intake I have, replace it, and add my sewing allowance. Place my tape, mark my waist measurement divided by 4, pick the dart intake, replace and add my sewing allowance. I'll mark my hip measurement divided by 4, then I will also take the dart intake, replace and add the sewing allowance. Now you're going to connect all these lines starting from the bust to the underbust to the waistline and to the blouse length. Now after marking this, you want to come up by 2 inches by the side and you connect. This is to contour the lower part of your blouse. So after marking this now, for the bust dart, go ahead to measure your shoulder to waist in front and your shoulder to waist at the back. My shoulder to waist in front is 17, my shoulder to waist at the back is 15.5. If you deduct 15.5 from 17, it will give you 1.5. That is how I got my bust dart. Now let's go ahead to work on the neckline of this dress. For a reference point, let's say for a smaller bust you can use 1.5 to 2 inches. For a bigger bust you can use like 2 to 2.5, or you can take your measurement starting from the shoulder. Now after that line, I'll just come in a bit by 1 inch and I will go ahead to connect. So I'm trying to get where I want the neckline to be. You can also measure this on your client to know where you want the neckline to start, right? So we have like a stylish sweetheart neckline. So I'll just go ahead to connect this and slant it towards the other side. Now when I get here, I will measure 1 inch. While I'm measuring 1 inch, if you notice at the upper part of this sleeve, the sleeve there is small. So by the time I take out half inch from there to attach my sleeve, I'll just have half inch at the front part, that little half inch design. Then it will now slope into the dress. Now this is what I have after I was done marking. So I'll just go ahead to outline and I will cut this out. So let's say you want to tighten your shoulder to avoid gaping. So you can come down by 0.3 to 0.5 here, then you cut it out. That way it will pull your blouse a bit at the shoulder and tighten it to avoid it falling off. So falling off the shoulder. So I'll just go ahead to cut this out. While cutting your blouse, please also blend out your bust dart before cutting out the side. Then cut out the rest of your pattern. After cutting my blouse, this is what I have. Let's work on the back pattern. Now for the back pattern of this dress, I marked out my zipper. You can use 1.5 to 2 inches. Then here's the chest line. Measure your shoulder to waist in front. Then remember I added 5 inches for my waist to my blouse length. So that is why I said measure what you have from your waist to your blouse length, because you need it at the back. I also marked the shoulder divided by 2 plus half, and I found my chest line just like we did for the front. So next I'll start by marking my dart. I'm going to mark my nipple to nipple divided by 2. After marking that, I'll place my ruler to draw a straight line. Then I'll be marking my dart. I'll come down by 1 inch, then mark half inch on both sides. After marking that, I'll connect this all the way up and also connect to the other side. Then I'll also blend my dart towards the lower side. Next is to insert my measurement. I will mark my bust measurement divided by 4. Add any sewing allowance of your choice. Mark your waist measurement divided by 4. Pick your dart intake, replace, and also add your sewing allowance to your pattern. Here, mark your hip measurement divided by 4 and add your sewing allowance. After you're done doing that, you want to connect this from the chest line, bust, waist, and blouse length. Now at the hemline also, you want to come up by 2 inches just like you did for the front, and you're going to go ahead to connect this. So after connecting this, the next step you want to take is to come in to get rid of your zipper bulge. Mark half inch here and you're going to extend this all the way towards the lower part and to the upper part of your zipper. Now I didn't really get to see the back of this dress, but since the sleeve is small, it should also be small at the back. So what I'll do now is to go ahead to connect from this point, and I'll connect it all the way to the chest line. If you don't want yours to stop at the chest line, you can slightly go up from your chest line, right? So I'll come down by half inch here to avoid my zipper from popping up, and I'll slant it into my pattern. Now for this pattern, I'll be cutting it in a way that in case you don't want to use zip and you want to make use of a lacing bar, you can equally do that. So first I'll cut out my pattern. So this is what I have now, right? So you can also tighten your shoulder at the upper part by taking out 0.3 inches. Now if you're the type that don't really like a tight fitted shoulder dress, you can just leave the back pattern and not tighten it, but you just have to like tighten the front to avoid the shoulder from falling off like when you're putting on the dress. Now if you don't want to use a zipper, you can just go ahead to cut this out. But before going ahead to explain, what I'll do is I'll just place this as if I did not cut it out. Now for your that, you can decide to stitch it, or you can decide to cut it out this way, then you join back your pattern, right? Now if you're not going to use a zipper, all you have to do is mark where you want your lacing to be, whether you want to use 1.5 or 2 inches. Just mark it, draw out a straight line there, make a dot to indicate, and then you go ahead to cut this out. So this is what you will have after cutting out.